Sophie, Fluff, and the Great Snow Wall. In a mountain village where the houses looked like frosting-covered cakes, lived a girl named Sophie. She was famous for her mittens, which were the color of a winter sunset. These weren't ordinary mittens. They held a magical glow that could make anyone feel warm, brave, and loved just by being near them. Sophie's best friend was Fluff, a polar bear cub who was as soft as a fresh marshmallow. Every morning, Fluff would trot to Sophie's door, his nose twitching with excitement. He loved their daily adventures more than he loved honey-flavored snowballs. Today, they planned to climb up to the high ridge to see the frozen waterfall. "Ready, Fluff?" Sophie asked, adjusting her colorful scarf. Fluff gave a happy whoof, and they set off together, their boots and paws crunching rhythmically in the deep white powder. Suddenly, a loud rumble-grumble echoed through the mountains. The ground beneath them began to shiver. Up above, a giant wave of white tumbled down the slope. Fluff jumped back, his ears pinned against his head, as the world turned into a cloud of swirling white. When the snow finally settled, a massive wall blocked their path. It was taller than 3 Sophies and wider than a house. Sophie looked at the giant mountain of snow and felt a tiny shiver of worry. The path home was gone, and the path forward was hidden. Sophie noticed Fluff trembling. She stepped forward and pressed her glowing mittens against his cold paws. "We are brave together, Fluff," she whispered. The golden light from her mittens flowed into him, and soon his shivering stopped and his eyes began to shine with courage. "Let's dig," Sophie cried. She began to scoop the snow with her hands, and Fluff used his big, sturdy paws to throw huge clumps of white powder over his shoulders. They worked in perfect harmony, a team of 2 against the Great Snow Wall. Fluff was the first to reach the other side. With one final, powerful shove, he pushed his nose through the last layer of snow. He tumbled out onto the clear path, shaking the white powder off his fur like a giant sugar cookie. Sophie crawled through after him, and they stood at the very top of a long, shimmering hill. The sun was peeking through the clouds, making the entire valley look like it was covered in diamonds. Their hard work had led them to the perfect spot. Sophie pulled a wooden sled from behind a nearby pine tree. "1, 2, 3, go!" she shouted. They zoomed down the mountain, their laughter echoing through the peaks. Their brave teamwork had turned a scary afternoon into the greatest sledding adventure ever.